All right, looks like we're live and nobody was expecting this one. So here I am, just all up in your news feed. Hope you catch this. It's going to be good. So since I have decided to put this group together, now, if anyone's watching this on YouTube, this won't make a whole lot of sense to you. But this is meant to be primarily broadcast into my private Facebook group. It's called Organic Marketing Secrets Revealed, and it's just that. It's where I share organic marketing secrets. So if you're watching this on YouTube and you're interested, come over to Facebook and look for Organic Marketing Secrets Revealed. If you're already in the Organic Marketing Secrets Revealed Facebook group, this is for you. Friday, on my Friday training, I'm going to go into mindset with you guys. And I just wanted to tease it a little bit here beforehand to hopefully build up some interest for you, because you hear all the time in the coaching world and the business of coaching world and the success world and the entrepreneurial world about the importance of mindset. You hear this all the time. Now, I've been around for quite a while, and I know quite a few what you might call elite level, sort of like success coaches, mindset coaches, etc. And I don't care for many of them at all, quite frankly. I don't like them. And the reason why is because they're full of crap. By and large, especially when you start to blend mindset with anything new age. And I'm not saying there's no value to some new age ideas. I was born in a cult, and I'm going to actually get to that and tell you about how that affected my mindset in a minute. I was born and raised in a cult. I'm no stranger to new age ideas. But you know that there's an idea that's very hard to pinpoint that exists generally in marketing, but definitely in the spiritual new age space and definitely in the mindset space. And it doesn't have a name that I know of, but the idea is basically this. If we can manage to shame you and to make you feel bad while it looks like we're complimenting you, we can keep you on the hook forever, indefinitely. So let's say that again. If I can figure out a way to make you feel bad about yourself and your success and this is, by the way, this is what all the marketing that has to do with, like, private jets and fancy cars and beaches and big houses, that's what it does. It's meant to look aspirational, but also make you feel bad. Because when you feel bad and you want to stop feeling bad, you tend to make the assumption that the person who is showing you the thing, like the aspirational, jumping off of the private jet into the Rolls Royce, Lamborghini, whatever, the conflation that we tend to make is that person can help us because they've got the thing that we feel bad that we don't have. This is nowhere is this more true than in the world of this mindset, success, manifestation, coaching, and stuff like that. To those of you in the group, should mindset or manifestation or any combination of those be your area of expertise, I am not just condemning you out of hand, but I am saying that in the industry, there's a lot of this stuff. Okay. And so a little bit of background on me that maybe will help you to understand why I'm so sensitive to the mindset stuff and why I know so much about it. As I mentioned, I was born in a cult, and I was literally subjected to brainwashing from birth. Now, full disclosure here, brainwashing is a funny idea. And it's a funny idea because you could argue that any belief system that you're raised in is brainwashing. It just so happened the belief system I was raised in was so far from the norm so far from what would allow me to be a functioning member of society that it was incredibly damaging. And because it was incredibly damaging, and I could perceive that, I could see that I didn't like this. This is damaging. What happened was I set out to fix that. I set out to get to the bottom of what do I need to do in order to be functional, much less successful, right? Another fun fact about my childhood, success was frowned upon. Success was shunned. The kind of success that I have now in my life and that I want to help you create was a bad thing. Really, really crazy. But that's what it was. And that is part of why I am so sensitive to this stuff. So let me see if we can get the this live stream on my phone as well so I can see what's happening here. All right. Should be broadcasting into the group. Yeah. Oh, wait, that's not the right group. Give me just a second, you guys. Just hang with me for 1 second while I get there we go. Okay. So if you're here, I see that there are a few of you tuning in. Say hi or drop some thumbs ups or some heart emojis or whatever's easy. Do something to let me know that you're here, please. Looks like another person just tuned in according to the little eyeball logo. As I was saying, though, I know a little something about this topic because I spent decades trying to figure out why I'd continually sabotage my efforts at success. That is what I want to talk to you about. Scott Waugh, what's up, brother? I would shoot myself in the foot, almost literally. And I did this over and over and over again, especially around making money. And now that I have figured out the things that I'm going to talk about on Friday, because I'm not telling you all this stuff here. Hi, Gurjeet. Welcome. I'm not going to share it all with you here. Remember, this is just to tantalize you. This is just to get your attention. I want you guys to understand the context for why I would even bother doing a mindset thing. Hey, Ann. So, born in a cult, brainwashed from birth. That brainwashing created some significant challenges for me because from a young age, I wanted to be doing some version of what I'm doing now, right? I wanted to be successful. I wanted to not have to wear, and I'm not kidding here, I wanted to not have to wear hand-me-down unisex clothes. In the cult I was born in, they would sew their own clothes, and they would deliberately make them sort of gender neutral in many cases so that it could go from kid to kid to kid. I had to fight straight up fist fights a lot because of that. So when I tell you that the experience was visceral and that because it was visceral, I took the process of understanding mindset very seriously, you can know that I'm not lying to you. And so one of the places where I would self-sabotage just epically, I mean, heroically self-sabotage was around making money. And I know some things about now. I mean, now I make great money. You know, I live in a beautiful house. I live in a beautiful neighborhood in Northern California. Say what you will about the politics, but hey, Nikki, thanks for tuning in. I've come from living in a ghetto, living dirt poor, again, with hand-me-down androgynous clothing and having to fight all the time, to living a really nice life. And the reason I was able to do that was because I stumbled and stumbled and stumbled with these mindset challenges and overcame them. Now, I am looked up to as an authority on marketing. And I don't say that to brag at all. All right. So, hey, William, I say that to tell you that when I talk to as many people as I do, I see patterns. And the patterns around mindset are just gobsmacking. They're just absolutely gobsmacking. You know, and again, I'm going to get to the reveal on Friday. I want you guys to tune in on Friday. This live stream here is meant to drum up interest in Friday's call, where I will be doing more training. But let me tell you some of the problems I see. Show people. In fact, shameless pitch for my $67 a month membership program. It's literally piece by piece taught by me to you, not on videos, but live. What you need to set up and build in order to start attracting clients. And it's proven itself over and over and over again. It's got a track record of proof of those who have applied it. Pay attention closely here. Those who have applied it, we're at almost 100% success rate for the people that have stuck with it. Now, here's the kicker. What percentage of people do you think stuck with it? Yeah. Now, it's not as low as you might be thinking. So I'm very fortunate. But even my success rate with a program that is proven to work when applied, the success rate of people following through with it is about 30%. And then I see these people who have not followed through with it on social media, trying a new thing after not sticking to the last thing, or asking questions about, or complaining about, or otherwise showing that they're still stuck. It is just a killer. And I'm, I don't say this to shame anybody, and how could I? I'm not naming anyone, but it really, it just, it just takes the wind out of your sails to see that, because there's got to be a piece here. Like, why do we keep running from new thing to new thing and not giving it a chance, rather than following one thing that's been proven to work? It's our mindset. It's the shit that goes on between our ears that allows us to make those kind of judgments and decisions that are clearly not in our best interest. Making sense? I love the comments, by the way, you guys. William, it's a little higher. My own is a little higher than 20%. It's 30%-ish. It fluctuates, but it's roughly 30%. And so I watch from a place of legitimate compassion and desire to see other people succeed. I really do want that. Frankly, if I didn't want that, I wouldn't be selling my program for $67 a month. I really want that for you. And I watch a lot of bright, talented, gifted people never get past the starting line. Or if they do, they maybe get to square one. When they could be doing big things, right? And so, yeah, Gurjeet says, because people are looking for the magic bullet. And William says, silver object syndrome, but I assume you meant shiny object syndrome. Yeah, the last thing they did not work. The next thing should. I guess that's the thought process. Yeah. And so I've spent a lot of my time and my energy analyzing what's the thought process there. What people don't want to do the work. They want the easy button. That's Anne. Anne knows. I've done a lot of work getting into the thoughts, right? Like what the hell is going on in someone's head that these irrational actions make sense to them, or seem right, or don't set off, at the minimum, don't set off an alarm. Because when you're doing an irrational action that actually hurts you, you should have some sort of a hand to a hot stove reaction from it. But we just don't. And here's the other interesting thing. These little sabotaging thoughts and decisions and behaviors are invisible to us most of the time. They are just invisible to us. We can no more see them these thoughts. We can no more perceive these sabotaging thoughts and feelings and decisions than we can lick our own elbow. It's just never going to happen. Let me read some of these comments, you guys. I love this. Scott says, yep, so common. I see it in the world of health and fitness all the time, and I recognize it personally, that I make the same mistakes with marketing. Yeah, Scott, right on, man. I mean, not right on, but you know what I mean? William says, I see it in my line of work all the time. It seems we have something in common. Jumping ship every 5 minutes, you lose credibility. Yeah, absolutely. So this is what we're going to get into Friday. And if you haven't read the explanation in the event that I created, go read it, because I really plead with you guys. In fact, let me read to you what I wrote, because I'm pleading with you in this group to please take this thing seriously. In fact, here's what. No, not headlines. Where did it go? I don't want past events. I want the event. Okay, great. So I can't even find the event now. Well, whatever. Let's get back to this. Back to the lecture at hand, as the saying goes. The decisions that we make that cost us forward momentum, that literally, when we take all of these decisions and we put them on a string like a necklace, they're the reason. Each of these little decisions is the reason why we never get anywhere, why we never create the success for ourselves that we want to create. We think of creating success as this big thing that's outside of us, that somehow happens to us. We have all these warped perceptions about it, when in fact, in the most real way possible, creating success is a matter of making good decisions, one after the other, after the other, after the other, like pearls on a strand. That's what it comes down to. It's not outside of you. If it was outside of you, Viktor Frankl never would have survived the concentration camps. And if you don't know the reference, go read Man's Search for Meaning, which you should have read anyway. Anne says, your mind is playing tricks on you. Ooh, this is nice, Anne. Oh, I see. You put up my my piece. Yeah, so listen to this, you guys. Your mind is playing tricks on you, and those tricks are costing you money. But more importantly, they're costing you fulfillment, security, peace of mind, and growth. Now, here's a tragic disclaimer. As I write this, I know that for most of you, it's very unlikely to have the impact that it needs to have. I genuinely, legitimately, sincerely, and in all other ways, really want to see you create success in your coaching or expert business. And in many cases, I know the exact reasons why it's not. Oh, I guess that's all I can read from there. Well, shit. Thank you, Anne. Here we go. So if I can cut through the apathy and get your attention, then listen up. If you are not able to recognize the way that your head plays tricks on you, you're quite literally doomed to mediocrity. I can't stress this enough. It's the decisions we make. So the piece I wrote goes on to say, I do not say this to be harsh, but I say it to hopefully wake you the hell up. My trainings won't make a lick of difference. My programs won't help you in the slightest, and neither will anyone else's until and unless you can get your head straight, your head right. This Friday, I'm going to go all in on helping you do just that. But I know what I'm up against. And I know that we tend to tune out free stuff. Weird, but true. So I know that most of you won't even show. And I know that of those that do show, you'll participate in the comments by saying things like, great job, thanks, I needed that, etc., other well-intentioned platitudes. And then you'll carry on with your day. But I swear on my mother's eyes, if even one of you tunes in on Friday, pays close attention, and makes a genuine effort to absorb and implement what I'm going to share with you, it could literally be the start of an entirely new success direction for you. Literally. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you guys, right? See, I know that no matter how much I comment, no matter how much I jokingly rage against, no matter how much effort I put in, it's going to penetrate a very small number of you. And like with my other trainings, legitimately, if you were to take my live stream trainings I do on Fridays, take them somewhere and study them and implement what I put in there, it'd change your fucking business. And for the better. Likewise, with Friday's training coming up, the mindset training, if you were to pay attention and clear your mind of all the other courses and things and strategies and blah, blah, blah that you have, and just do that, what I'm going to lay out on Friday, literally change your life. Now, if even one of you does it, realistically, that'll be a miracle. And that's what we're up against. And why is it that it's so unlikely that even one of you will do it? Well, here's where it gets meta. It's the mindset. It's your mindset. It's your mindset, your inability to focus on one thing, your inability to lock in and forego instant gratification for the big reward that you claim you want down the road. It's your inability to knuckle up, forgive my French here, and do the fucking work. And that's the one thing I can't do, is do the work for you. So you guys have been amazing. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Be here on Friday. Be ready for this one. It's needed. It's time, and I will hold nothing back, as is usual for me. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate you showing up.